Okay, so let's start by crossing the legs. We're coming into our easy sitting position. So Sukhasana. So we want to have a nice length through the spine without being rigid. Lifting the shoulders up towards the ears. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Just release those shoulders back down. Good. So let's do a few more. Nice deep inhale, shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, dropping the shoulders back. And again, nice deep inhale, shoulders up towards the ears. And exhale, drop the shoulders back. So we've got a nice lifting up in the heart space. And let's bring the hands together into Anjali Mudra. So mudras are hand gestures. They're seals which connect us to the 5 elements. Relax the shoulders and just take a moment to close the eyes. And we're going to set an intention for our practice today. So today we're going to be exploring our creativity in our class today. So creativity is something we're all born with. And when we're connected to our creativity, we align to the divine self, the true self. Now, for many of us, our creativity gets blocked, shut down, or doesn't flow freely. We can lose confidence, self-belief, and fear can block our creativity from flowing through the energy body, which creates not only blocks in our external manifestations, but also our physical health. So let's set an intention together today to be willing to step into our creativity, no matter how fearful that might be. When we lean into our creative power, we're leaning into our God self. We're leaning into our power. So we're setting the intention to own our power and not be afraid of our power. So let's take a nice deep inhaling breath. Lift and lengthen, extend through the arms as you exhale. Draw the energy down through the crown, all the way through the body. So into our consciousness shower. Nice deep inhale. Reach through those fingertips. Feel those fingertips, feel the thumb. Lift and lengthen as you exhale. Flow of prana, consciousness, chi, flowing all the way through the body. You're going to close the eyes and let's do 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, flowing down. Keep the eyes closed if you can, so you can really feel and sense the energy. Keep the mouth closed so the breath is in and out of the nostrils. Good. 1 more. Nice deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Coming back to center. You're going to start to draw the palms outwards as you reach forwards. Inhale. Extend through the arms. As you exhale, drop the hands back. Good. Keep bending this left elbow. With the right hand, I want to hold that left elbow and start to draw it back in towards you without forcing, without pushing or pulling. Good. Keep lifting and lengthening through the spine. Then just start to release out through the waist. So you're just rocking gently from side to side. Good. Come back to center. We'll take 5 deep breaths here. Feel that openness in the heart, the chest. We're filling up with chi, with life force. And you're exhaling, letting go of any toxicity, negativity, lethargy. Breathe it out on the exhale. Good. We'll take it the opposite way. We're going to reach for this right elbow this time. Again, gently guide this right elbow towards the ear without force. The fingertips of that right hand are pointing down. Again, close the eyes. And I want you to lift and lengthen. Breathe into any sensations. So as you become more sensitive, you'll feel these different sensations, also known as samskaras, starting to show themselves in the physical body, the mental, emotional impressions. So we're clearing out some of the toxicity within the subconscious, unconscious mind through the body. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen, extend through both arms. Drop that right hand down. Start to slide that right hand away. So we've got a nice length out of the hips and the waist here. And then gently start to pulse. We'll do a few side stretches. So we're just warming the body up. And the key area we're going to be working here is the sacral. So the sacral chakra is the second chakra. Good. Take it over to the opposite side. Reach over to that left side. Good. Lift up tall and gently start to pulse. And the second chakra governs the area around the hips, the pelvis, the lower back, lower abdominals, reproductive organs. And this is linked to our pleasure, our creativity. So we want to unblock this area this evening. Good. Coming back to center. You're going to cross the legs around the opposite direction. Again, lift and lengthen nice and tall. And just gently rest the hands over the knees. And I want you to start to circle. So imagine with a spoon in a bowl, you're starting to stir the mixture. And I want you to start to explore this movement. So taking it nice and gently, and in your own time, start to explore some of the edges. Allow the breath to go nice and deep into the belly. So the belly balloons, expands on the inhale. So deep abdominal breathing. Opposite way. Again, start to exaggerate that movement. Good, let's do 2 more. Good, and coming back to center when you're ready. Drop the shoulders back. Okay, so when you're ready, I want you to separate the knees slightly. Come to sitting on the heels. If that feels uncomfortable for you, you may want to bring the knees slightly closer in. And when you're ready, you're going to start to lean forwards, keeping the bottom as far back onto the heels as you can. Walk the hands as far forwards as you can. And just take a moment here to just edge from side to side, loosening out through the spine. And then when you're ready, plant those hands down. So fingertips pressing down, you're reaching through the arms, and you're dropping the forehead down to your mat. Close the eyes. Let's hold here for 5 breaths. So inhaling 1, 2, 3, belly balloons. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Continue. And inhaling, keeping the head heavy, we build from the spine. So you're building 1 vertebra at a time, gradual movement, there's no hurry. Coming back to sitting, drop those shoulders back, well done. And let's come on to all fours. So we're going to plant the hands underneath the shoulders, so fingers spread nice and wide, knees underneath the hips. And we're gently pulling the navel in towards the spine. So we're locking the abdominals by gently squeezing the lower area. The first belt, Mula Bandha, just below the belly button, and then pulling in the second belt just above the navel. So there's 2 locks in place, elbows soft. And we're just going to inhale just as we are. And as you exhale, you're going to start to tuck that tailbone underneath, keep the navel pulled in, working your way through each vertebrae. So I'm arching the spine, dropping the gaze towards the belly button, lengthen through the arms, point into the toes, press down with the fingertips, the thumb. Breathe. We're letting go of any stress from the day. And as you exhale, start to stick that bottom up towards the ceiling as we uncurl through the spine, dropping the shoulders back, lifting the gaze. Feel the stretch through the throat area. Breathe. And let's work with the breath. So as you exhale, curl, round the shoulders, push the hands, drop the gaze. Inhale, exaggerate the shoulders back. Exaggerate that bottom upwards. Lift the gaze. Exhale, close the eyes. Breath, movement, working together. And I want you to become aware of the chi riding up from the base of the spine, all the way up into the third eye, out through the crown of the head. So you might want to visualize brilliant white light. Two more. And when you're ready, come back to neutral. Take the bottom back. And you're going to slide this right hand underneath you. Now you might want to take the knees wide here to give yourself some space. So that right hand's underneath. Relax the head onto your mat and just make a tripod with the left hand. Good. So with feeling and sensing into this top part of the body, we want to open up through the heart, through the chest. Good. Let's take it the opposite way. Gently pushing through those fingertips as you curl back up through the spine. Realign. And this time we're going to sweep that left arm underneath. Soften. Breathe. And inhaling, curling back up through the spine. Good. So when you're ready, let's come back onto all fours. Fingers spread nice and wide. Knees underneath the hips again. And I want you to kick away with that left foot. So you're pushing away with that left heel. Again, we're engaging the abdominal muscles here. Keep the shoulders back and down. When you're inhaling breath, lift that left leg. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Continue. Inhale, lift. So you'll feel that tightening in the lower abdominals, Mula Bandha. Exhale down. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Try not to rotate that left hip. Don't let it roll upwards. Keep the hips square. Keep the movement mindful. With your last breath, you're going to stay here and hold. Good. Exhale, release down. We'll take it the opposite way. Right leg kicks away. You're pushing away with that back heel. You can activate the core muscles. Connect to breath. Stay conscious, stay present to what you're feeling. Stay as the observer self. Inhale, use the abdominal strength to lift. Exhale, mindful movement, drop the toes back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Continue. So the neck is an extension of the spine. So keep the neck aligned with the spine. So gaze slightly ahead. Good. And with the last one, you're going to stay here and hold. Soften into the posture. Ease and relax into the posture. Good. Exhale, release. When you're ready, tip onto the right side. We're going to bring the elbow underneath the shoulder. Right hand, fingertips spread nice and wide. Extend the legs and bring that left leg forwards. Good. As you inhale, you're going to lift up, extend through that left arm. Again, navel's pulled in. Open up through the hips. Exhale, releasing down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, releasing down. Good. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, lift. Hold. Exhaling down. Good. And release. Over to the opposite side. So make yourself nice and comfortable. Elbow underneath your shoulder. Fingers spread nice and wide. Extend through the legs. And we'll bring that right foot over. Plant this right foot down and create space around the heart, the shoulder. So we want to be nice and open in the body. Activate the core muscles. Good. Make sure you're stable where you are. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale. Use the abdominal strength to lift. 2 more. Hold. Keep lifting up those hips. Lengthen through the whole area across the front of the body. And exhale and release. Good, well done. When you're ready, let's come straight back round onto all fours. Shoulders back, left leg away, heel pushes away, lift that left leg, gaze forwards, extend through that right arm. So into our Superman, Superwoman pose. Gaze down to the floor this time. Good, keep reaching through those fingertips. Toes point down. Try not to collapse into this left arm. Lift, engage the core. Exhale. We'll take it the opposite way. Extend through that right leg. Left arm reaches forwards, kicking upwards with that right leg. Again, square the hips. And let's repeat. I allow my creativity and flow. I allow my creativity and flow. Good. Exhale and release. Tuck the toes underneath. Lift the knees off the floor. Start to lift the bottom. Feet hip distance apart. into our downward dog. You're going to start to walk the heels one by one. And then when you're ready, left heel pushes down to the floor, bending that right knee, lengthen through the arms, push the hands into your mat, gaze in between the knees, and breathe. So you're going to exhale with a so inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more. Good. Alternate. Bend that left knee, right heel pressing down. Stick that bottom up towards the ceiling. Inhaling through the nose. Cleansing breath with that exhale. Let it all go. Good. Both heels sinking down. Last couple of breaths. And exhale. Drop the knees. Take the bottom back. Let's come into our child's pose. Again, you might want some room in between the knees, or you can keep the knees together. And we're going to edge forwards, make a pillow with the hands, or you can make two fists with the hands and rest the forehead. Close the eyes. And let's just take a moment to allow the body to integrate the movements. Allow the chi, the prana, to start to flow. Any stagnant energy returning back to its natural rhythm. We're purifying the nadis, the energy channels in the body, and allowing the abundant flow of health, well-being. And inhaling, hands underneath the shoulders. Again, remembering we build from the base of the spine. Keep the head heavy, one vertebra at a time. Gradual movement. And just take a moment to place the hands onto the heart. So you may be able to hear the heartbeat. Good. Okay, so when you're ready, we're going to come back to sitting. So we're going to come into our spinal rotation. So we're going to bring the left leg out in front of us. The heel pushes away. And we're going to bring that right leg over the top. So we want this foot in alignment with the knee. Try not to have it too high up. Either in alignment with the knee or just slightly higher up. Lift and lengthen through the spine. And with this left arm, I want you to hug this knee in towards you. You're going to bring that right hand behind you. So I'll do it from this side as well. So the right hand is central into the spine. And we're using this right hand to get that lift, to get that length. As you exhale, you're going to rotate over that right shoulder. So nice, simple spinal rotation here. So we've got the movement through the abdominals here. So it's like rinsing out a tea towel. Good. As you inhale, you just think about lifting and lengthening through the spine. As you exhale, you're rotating through the spine. So inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate. Good. We'll do that the opposite way. So swapping the legs over. So left leg over the top. Again, I'll do it this way. Hug this left knee in towards you. Left hand behind. So again, have that left hand quite central into the spine to give you that lift and length. And as you exhale, rotate, taking the gaze over that left shoulder. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we rotate. Inhale, we lift. And exhale, we rotate. Good. And exhale, curling back up through the spine. Good. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. We're just going to jump the knees up and down, so into our cobbler pose. You may want something to sit on, so use padding, use any blocks, anything to help support the lower back here, especially if there's lower back problems. Good. Fingertips to the sides. Lift and lengthen. So we inhale, we're lifting the gaze. Exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest. Inhaling, lift. Exhale down. Close the eyes and continue. So again, we're encouraging this flow, this creative energy to flow from the sacral into the heart, the throat, and into the upper chakras. So we're encouraging this upward and downward flow. We'll do 2 more. Slow down the last 2. And bring your consciousness deep into the cells, the tissues of the neck. Back to center when you're ready. Good. Bring the hands together into Namaste. And you're going to take the gaze over that right shoulder. Soften the shoulders, relax the elbows. And breathe. Good. Gently guiding the head over to the left side. Again, close the eyes and hold. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Soften. Release any tension from the shoulders. Let go. Surrender. Let go. Surrender. Let go. Surrender. And we're coming back to center. Good, well done. Let's take the legs nice and wide, nice big V. Again, fleshy parts at the bottom sticking out behind you. So you may want to take a hold of the bottom and just stick the fleshy parts out as much as you can to get that lift and that length. Make 2 fists with the hands. And we're just going to gently tap around the inside of the thigh. Include the groin area and the lower abdomen here. So little drum detox here. Good. And you're going to work your way down the insides of the thighs and take it all the way down as far as you can reach until you take it to the outsides of the legs, into the buttocks, into the lower vertebrae, the kidneys, giving them a little tap. So the kidneys is an area we tend to store fear. So we're gently tapping, waking up the chi and the kidneys. Good, we'll do that one more time. So again, just gently tapping around the lower abdomen. Good, waking up our creativity and all the way down as you pat. Let go. Good. And you can just sweep the energy through the legs. Good. Okay, so make sure you're nice and comfortable here. So we're going to do some pranayama exercise now. So left hand, chin mudra, thumb first finger together. And you can just rest that hand over that left leg. And we're going to block the right nostril with the right thumb. And I'd like you to close the eyes and just observe the flow of breath in and out of the left nostril. And then start to regulate the breath to 4 as you inhale and 4 as you exhale. Inhale to 4 and exhale to 4. Continue. Good, we'll take it the opposite way, blocking off the left nostril this time. And in your own time, just start to watch the breath first. So before we count, just be the observer. So we're going to start to regulate the breath shortly. So we're balancing the left, right sides of the brain, left, right hemispheres of the brain. Drawing in more oxygen into the body, the blood, the brain. Good. When you're ready, inhale to 4. Exhale to 4. Inhale to 4. Exhale to 4. Good. Continue. So the right side increases our energy and the left side relaxes us. Good. Exhale, release. And now as you close the eyes, just watch the breath entering through both nostrils. And again, start to regulate to 4 as you inhale. And 4 as you exhale. Good, well done. Okay, so bringing the legs back together. You're going to extend the left leg out in front of you. Right foot comes up nice and high into the inner thigh. Again, we're sitting up nice and tall, so fleshy parts of the bottom out behind us. We're going to bring the hands to rest over the thigh. Keep walking up through the spine. Lift the heart. As you exhale, you're going to slowly start to edge the body forwards without forcing, without pushing or pulling. Doesn't matter how far you go. You can bring the hands either side of that left leg, or you can reach for the toes as long as those shoulders are away from the ears. Close the eyes. We're going to hold for 5 deep breaths. So deep abdominal breathing. And on your next inhaling breath, so again, remembering to build from the base of the spine, so head stays heavy. Coming back to center, exaggerate the shoulders back and down. We'll take it the opposite way. So right leg forwards, left foot nice and high into the inner thigh. Again, we're sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back. So just take a moment to align the body. Activate the core muscles as you exhale, walking the hands forwards. Keep feeling, keep sensing into the body. Keep the chest in alignment with the thigh. Relax and soften any tension around the neck. And then soften the head, close the eyes. 5 deep belly breaths. And again, in your own time, curling up one vertebra at a time. Gradual movement. Lift and lengthen. Drop the shoulders back. Good. Okay, so into our tiptoe balance, we're going to tap the toes underneath. Feet hip distance. Hands either side. Lengthen through the spine. And you're going to take that left hand across over to the right side, taking the gaze over that right shoulder. Good. So again, you should feel this expansion, this lengthening through the spine, a deep rotation. So again, we're wringing out the energy around the gut, the sacral. When you're ready, you're going to walk the hands across the body over to the left side. Breathe, soften. And see if you can take the gaze over that left shoulder without forcing, without pushing or pulling. So you can either stay here or come into your toe balance. So you can bring one hand forwards level with the heart, or bring both hands together into Namaste. Take a point of focus, your drishti ahead, and stay focused. Keep that point of focus ahead. Still the mind, still the body. Good. As you exhale, bring the hands down. You're going to bring the heels together. Take a break if you need to. That feels too much. You can keep the fingertips on the floor, or you can start to edge forwards, keeping the heels together. So again, nice opening in the sacral here. Fingers spread nice and wide, or you can drop down onto the elbows. Good. Smile, breathe, soften the neck. And then walk the hands back in towards you. And so we're going to jump the legs nice and wide. So when you're ready, get momentum to lift that bottom and exhale. Take those legs out to the sides. Toes come in just slightly. We're slightly pigeon-footed. And you're going to keep the hands just where they are, underneath the shoulders, and start working on lengthening through the spine. So I want you to stick that bottom out behind you as far as you can. So exaggerate that bottom out behind you. Right hand stays where it is, or bring it in towards the face, so underneath the face, should I say. Left arm extending up, so we're coming into a rotation. Exhale, sweep back down. Inhale, right arm extends up. Exhale, sweeping back down. Inhale, left arm sweeps up. Good, so I want you to continue that movement. Start to exaggerate that rotation and see if you can start to take the gaze towards the thumbnail. Again, mindful movement with the breath. Inhaling, we lift. Exhale down. Inhaling, lift. Exhale down, continue. So let's find more spaces in the body. Don't be afraid to go into the spaces. And think about, where can I lengthen? How can I open? Making this your last one wherever you are. And when you're complete, you're going to just hang. Take the hands to the backs of the legs. Let the head go heavy. You may be able to reach the big toes. Doesn't matter if you can't. You can take your hands to the backs of the thighs, or the calves, or the ankles. 5 deep breaths. Just nod out the head to release any tension that may have built here. Keep lifting that bottom up towards the ceiling. And feel each vertebrae open. Create more and more space. And when you're ready, walking the hands forwards. You're going to jump the feet together, bending the knees, and come to sitting on the heels. Now, if that doesn't feel comfortable for you, cross the legs instead. Good, so take this time to get comfy here. So I've got my heels out to the side, so that just gives me more room. You might want some padding underneath the feet, that helps as well. Good. And we'll start by spreading the fingers nice and wide and then bring the hands together. Let's just take a moment to arrive back to the ground. And bring the left hand to the heart. Right arm extends out to the side. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, bending the elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Continue. Good. We'll do one more. Good. Sweep that energy back into the heart. Extend that left arm out to the side. Spread through those fingers. Drop the shoulders. Work with the breath as we inhale, we lift, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Continue. You might want to close the eyes and really drop into the rhythm with the breath and movement. Two more. Good. Bring the energy back to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides. Lift both arms up. Exhale, drop the hands down. Tuck those elbows in as much as you can. Bring the hands central, underneath the neck area if you can reach. Palms flat to the upper back. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend those arms out in front of you. We're going to sweep that right arm underneath that left and wrap the arms together. So if you miss that, I'm wrapping that right arm underneath that left arm, taking a hold of the thumb or bring the palms of the hands together. You may be able to clasp the hands. And I want you to work on lifting the elbows, shoulder height. Again, take your point of focus. Close the eyes. Breathe. Exhale, extend through the arms, reach, open, opposite way, left arm underneath the right, elbows lift, close the eyes, and I want you to draw your attention to the space in between the eyebrows, the third eye. Exhale. Reach. Take the arms behind you. Take a hold of the elbows. Lift the heart. Lift the gaze. Exhale, reach the arms forwards, clasp the hands together. Keep extending through the arms. So again, nice arch through the spine here. Exhale, draw the energy back. Inhale, take the arms out. So palms facing outwards this time. Drop the gaze. Inhale, palms face in towards you, into the heart. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good, and then just curl back into your child's pose. Then we'll take the hands and arms behind us this time, dropping the forehead. And again, in your own time, gently curling up, one vertebra at a time. Slow movement, dropping the shoulders back. Good, tipping over to one side. We're going to come back to our cobbler pose. So soles the feet together. So we should be nice and open in the hips and the sacral. So the color is orange. So just take a moment to see if you can visualize that color orange, bright orange, burnt orange. And breathe that orange into the body, into your aura. Soles the feet, lifting up. So imagine you're opening up a book. So again, being gentle with the body, there's absolutely no forcing. And gently start to rub your thumbs down the center line of the feet. So gentle massage through the spinal area. So remembering the feet have reflex points, carry the reflex points for the whole body. So we're just tapping into some of these energy lines. And out through the toes. Good. Relax the shoulders. And as you exhale, start to edge the body forward. So imagine there's a spine at the base of the spine. So this is where our Kundalini energy lies. And you're just rotating, coiling up through the spine. Doesn't matter how far you go. Just explore that energy, that Kundalini energy. So we want it to rise up from the base of the spine, right all the way up to the third eye, through the crown. So this is our potential. Bring the fingertips down to the floor. Find your center point. So center line runs all the way down through the body. And as you exhale, start to edge the body forwards. Again, doesn't matter how far you go. We're going to go nice and soft. We're going to use our yin version. So palms face upwards. And you can allow the head to go heavy. So you're just hanging wherever you are. So nice softness at the back of the neck here. You might want to just give it a gentle massage. Just encourage it to relax and let go of the day. And then we'll take 5 breaths here. So I want you to drop your full awareness into each breath. So you're with the journey, with every part of the inhale, every part of the exhale. Try not to leave the breath at all. And as you inhale, gently curling back up through the spine. Exaggerate the shoulders back and down. Cross the legs. Come back into your meditation pose or your easy sitting position. Thumb, first fingers together, chin mudra. Hands resting on the knees. Relax the shoulders. And as the observer, you're simply watching the flow of breath entering, leaving the nostrils. It's ever so subtle. So Anapana breath. Try and keep the body as still as you can. If the mind wanders, bring your attention back to space just inside the nostrils again and again. Simply observing the natural flow of breath as it enters, leaves the nostrils. It's ever so subtle. So you're having to stay present, stay mindful, stay awake. Last minute. Bring the hands together into prayer, reminding ourselves of our intention. So we're affirming, I use the power of breath to open my creativity and flow. I use the power of breath to open my creativity and flow. I use the power of breath to open my creativity and flow. Bring the hands to the third eye, giving thanks and gratitude to Source, bowing down to Mother Earth, giving thanks and gratitude for nourishment, and coming back to heart level. Namaste. The light within me honors the light within you. Om Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you for joining me this evening. So if you have any questions, leave me your comments. Let me know how you got on with tonight's practice. Hopefully your neck and shoulders feel much more open. So you shall sleep very well after this practice. So for those of you that would like to make a donation, those are so gratefully received. They can be made on my website, www.thelightworkercoach.com, or www.medyoga.co.uk. So we will have another class next week before we take our Christmas and New Year break. So I hope you can join me next week. Invite your friends, invite your family, or anybody else this would really serve right now, because I know there's many more people out there really needing relaxation, calm, and tools that will support their mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for joining me. And if you're watching on the replay, thank you for being here too. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Mwah! Sleep well. Night, night.